Okay, I'm restarting. Hopefully you can hear me now. Hello, hello, hello. Hi, Felix. Welcome. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Oh, good. Okay, remember to hit the thumbs up. Okay. And it's weird because usually when that happens, when it buffers, like I'll get a little like logo or whatever that it's buffering. It'll tell me that my network is weak or something. So I don't know what happened. Oh, the creepy voice is back. Oh no. I guess that was a sign when creepy disappeared that I was going to disappear too. Oh no. It's definitely on my end, although I didn't see anything to indicate that there was a problem. Oh, good. My screen is freezing. I've been having trouble all day with this laptop. It's just such a problem. Everything is taking me so much longer. And I think what happened was I clicked on the link to Dr. Emoto's. And then after I logged out of that, I think that's when that happened. I have such old technology; it's ridiculous. And I have a laptop that somebody emailed me. Somebody mailed me months ago. I just haven't set anything up yet. Yes, it must have struck a nerve with the convo. Yes, yes. Oh, it happens too often. Yes, that's what we were talking about. We were talking about X marks the spot when they spray the skies. The center of the X is where the poisons are loaded. Oh, your laptop stopped working too? Oh, that's so weird. At the same time? Well, I have to tell you that years ago, when I was starting my own chat, not like a YouTube chat or a Facebook, um, I was starting my own, what was it called? Like a free conference call. And it didn't last long because every time I tried to speak, they would shut me down. They would literally log me off the call, log other people off. I mean, I don't remember how many times it was, but it was more than a dozen times. Oh, goodness. Yes, there's definitely deep sleep technology. Hi, Rocco. Welcome. Remember to hit the thumbs up. Yes, there absolutely is technology to knock you out, to put you to sleep. And, through hypnosis, you go into like a sleep state. But generally, with hypnosis, when you come out of hypnosis, you feel as if you've slept for hours. When they knock you out and you come to, you do not feel as if you're refreshed or have slept for any length of time. You're Gen X, so at this point, you prefer isolation outside of close family. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, I wouldn't mind having a friend or two here, but I could care less if I have anything to do with any of my neighbors. Zero. I feel nothing about it. I don't feel sad about it. I don't, nothing. I don't want to associate with people who are perverted, who are stalkers, who are psychopaths. When you're around negative people, it affects you negatively. So I'd rather be by myself than be surrounded by these morons. I didn't grow up around morons. I didn't grow up around psychotic people. So, yeah, the constant betrayal leaves us feeling more focused alone. True. And for the most part, a lot of targeted people, even though you may have been socially active, tend to prefer, quiet time, to be alone, to create, think for yourselves. Yes, exactly. If you have pets, you're really not alone. It's not like I don't talk to my pets. I talk to them. Yes, I hear you. Oh, happy birthday. You wish you had a Coca Cola? Oh, goodness. Yeah, I don't mind being alone. Yes, I hear you, but the town is dangerous. We really do have gangs here. Gangs are organized. And in Scottsdale, you didn't like the term gang stalking. And I've been to Scottsdale and I liked it there. It was really pretty. Brain waves are being disrupted and unable to reach REM sleep. They cannot lucid dream. Yes, that's exactly what they do. I don't have any soda. I have juice. I have grape juice and lemon juice and cranberry juice, pineapple juice, banana water. Oh my goodness, is so delicious. I might get one actually. Any person that comes in your path is suspect. Yeah, it's really bizarre like when people stop by and they're friendly. I know I can't remember my dreams either. Pamela says, I call them every name in the book. My mouth is worse than Johnny Depp's, but they're so self absorbed they don't even listen. I have a rooster named Johnny Depp. You drink a Caribbean soda called Malta? Oh, that's really cool. So, when you say you did over 8,000 miles, do you like have a minivan? Did you drive there? Oh, Pamela, I didn't realize you were in the Navy. In the Navy. Yeah, the banana water is really yummy. Pete's coffee. Oh, so Malta is like malt soda. Pamela says, I used to date a Matt. I used to date a Matt too. Watermelon water is, yes, that is yummy. That's even yummier, watermelon water. He ghosted you and broke your heart. And just the other day, you came across a card that he sent you apologizing for us not working out. Well, that's Mercury retrograde for you. We're in a Mercury retrograde, and during that time, a lot of times you'll revisit things from the past, or things from the past will resurface for you to resolve, revitalize, or just rethinking something. Okay, so you have a large van mini RV. Oh, good. You have a stove and a fridge and a sink. That's cool. So that's a great way to drive across the country then. I like coffee. I've liked coffee since I'm a child. I blame it on my mother. I hate milk. I cannot stand drinking milk. So my mother said that I have to drink milk. So in order for me to drink milk, she would like pour a little like tablespoons of coffee in it. That's the only way she got me to drink milk. So I grew up like loving coffee. Oh, I'm so glad, STL. Thank you so much. She says, I'm so proud of you and your channel and lives have been a great comfort to me. Well, thank you. Thank you. Well, thank you for showing up. Thank you for joining in and thank you for like showing me your evidence and providing testimony. It helps other people. There are so many people that stumble across the channel and like they start listening and saying, that's happening to me too. I didn't know what it was. It's sort of like back in 2015, I knew people were stalking me. They would stop by my cat colony and start taking notes on me. I just assumed it was the crazy feral cat cartel. I didn't realize this was like some FBI COINTELPRO program back then. Yes, people are definitely different, and I absolutely agree. And also, the world is getting so weird. The food supply is horrible. I mean, the food alone can change people's personalities. The stuff that's in food. I mean, do you guys read labels? It's horrible. Like even organic food, you have to read the label now. You drink raw milk? Oh, okay. Well, if you buy milk like from the Amish, I mean, that's good milk. Is it 3 years already? Oh my goodness. I wonder if we have an anniversary. I remember I'm gonna have to look to see when your first email was. Oh, you report on the food. It's horrible. There's a YouTube channel, Riverside Homestead, that I listen to. He's always reporting on the food. Yes. Yes, you've heard about Americans who travel to Europe, lose weight, and then come back to the US and gain weight. But they didn't diet or exercise. Exactly. It's like that in Italy. Like everybody thinks like, oh, the Italian food and everything, but the portions are not ginormous. And people walk. I know the all the oatmeal has glyphosate, even the organic ones. I know. I just learned that actually. And the popcorn too. The food always looks so much better in other countries. Very soon says, what we're going through is rough, but if you think about it, we can relate to one another on reality as opposed to trying to interact with people that don't have a clue what's going on in this world. That's a really good point. You pray yourself to sleep almost every night. I know I've just been watching videos about the glyphosate that is in oatmeal, in corn. Think about everything that's made with corn. Chemtrails in the food and the water, the air. I know a lot of homesteaders and farmers now that are building high tunnels so that they'll be growing food inside there that it's not affected by the chemtrails. And I don't know about your water, but there's definitely chlorine in the water here. Is it windy where you are? You said 65 mile per hour? Is the food is definitely tainted. Anything wheat. The best food you had was in Thailand. The eggshells are like bright red, orange colored yolks. The sticky rice was awesome, but the freshest fruit ever was in Peru, especially cacao. I know the food always looks so good in other countries. You keep a journal by the bed and rebuke dream pollution and intrusion and pray to recall details of your dreams and write it down. Does anyone have projectile vomiting after eating? Yes, they do that to my cats. I've noticed. They definitely do it to the cats. But it's not uncommon for them to cause you to feel nauseous. I remember in New Jersey waking up one morning and having like dry heaves. I don't know what they did to me during the night. They probably poisoned me or something. No, it's not. They're not. My cats are not throwing up hairballs. It's like immediately after they eat. You can see. I can see it that they are getting hit. You can see like the expression on their face that something has happened. That they got hit. Yes, my cats have watery eyes. Yes, they do. And this is very unusual because I've mentioned this before a couple of times. The cats that are living outside look so much healthier than the cats that are actually living in a controlled environment because the criminals go in there and they spread all kinds of dust in there, parasites. They give them diarrhea. I have never seen, and I've been caring for cats for 50 years, more than 50 years. I've never seen anything like this in my life, what they have done to these animals. And part of it is to cause the animal distress. The other part is to cause me distress by having to care for them, clean them up, clean the carpet. It's absolutely disgusting what I wake up to in the cats building every day. It's so frustrating, and I've never experienced this before in my life. They're being tortured. Okay, yeah, you can send that to me, Pamela. Oh my goodness, they do that. They absolutely do that. Yes, you can definitely. They can cause you to be allergic to certain foods that you love. Oh yes, yes, we saw that. That was on the Sean Atwood channel over the last 2 days. The YouTube video about the CIA officer who got attacked would do permanent damage and he was forced to retire. And I'm so glad he's speaking out. And yes, on Sean Ryan, yes. But do you notice that the mainstream news is not reporting on it? I mean, thank goodness for alternative news for these citizen journalists. I would say that the best place to buy like food is like if you've got the Amish living near you, local farmers. Yes, I saw that also. Sean Atwood's live today. Yes, they were denying him benefits. Of course, that's what they do. And they do that to the veterans too. So you pay all this money into medical insurance and then you're denied payment for, like a bona fide claim. Yes. Yeah, they're both talking about it. But you know what? Who else? There are a lot of YouTube creators that are reading the Epstein files and reporting on them on their channels. So their channels are popping up in my feed because of, I guess, because they're using the word Epstein in the subject heading. If you haven't hit the thumbs up, please do. You had a propane torpedo in the basement roasting on the floor. Well, that's not good. Misfits Market. I've been ordering from for I guess I'm going on 2 years. That's the delivery that I was supposed to receive on Friday, and the delivery gets all the way from Ohio to northern Kentucky. But as soon as it gets to London, Kentucky, something happens to my packages. They explode. They're no longer good. They allegedly throw them away. So it's the third time since the middle of December that I have not received the Misfits package. The one thing about Misfits is they're so good about refunding your money. So they also noticed that the package had not been delivered. Yes, yeah, I love honey. I eat honey every day. I saw that. Yes, Epstein file had a huge dump about a targeted victim in Australia. Yes, and my Amazon packages also come opened. Yes, same tactic as America. Yes, that CIA guy got a taste of what it's like to be on the receiving end. I mean, that guy knew. He knows about what targeting is. That's excellent. Crushing the garlic with honey. In fact, if you can, like, get a little glass jar, a few cloves of garlic in there and honey, and leave it in there for a few weeks. And that's really good, like for a cough or a cold. You're missing 12 packages from last year. I'd have to go look to see how many packages that I have arrived open here. No, it's real honey. Oh, kombucha with elderberry syrup in your van. That's good. Your van's name is Vanilla. That's cute. Yeah, that's a good point. That you wish he would have discussed how it's also happening to civilians and ex-military, etc. Well, I think what needs to happen is that the moderators, the YouTube creator needs to ask those questions in order to have them answered. I'm sure before there is a podcast or a live, they have a discussion beforehand on what can be discussed and what can't be discussed. So they need to start asking the questions of these people, like, is it happening to others? I mean, we all know it's happening to millions of people. So the big thing this week is they dumped a whole bunch of ants by my laptop. I've got all these little ants here. Let's see, garlic, jalapeno, and honey, little crushed salt. Yeah, hot peppers are really good. Cilantro, hot peppers, onions, garlic. I remember like those old vampire movies. I don't know if you remember back in the day. They had the old vampire movies, and if they waved garlic in front of them, the vampire would wither away. I don't have a choice but to get out of bed. I have to feed animals in the morning. There are so many times like I'm lying in bed and thinking, "Oh, I just want to stay in bed another hour." Yes, cayenne, the cayenne pepper is good. Yep. The animals keep me healthy. Well, at least they piss me off a lot. I've got cats like running out of their building all the time, and it's like I finally said, "Okay, you want to stay outside? Stay outside." Maybe they'll all stay outside, and then I won't have to clean litter boxes anymore. Yeah, they mess with your clocks too. Yeah, they mess with my watch, my clock, the time. Right, you have no idea what's happening until you start researching it because it's not normal. None of this is normal. They knock you out during the day the past 3 days. Yeah, they're trying to get into your brain. They're trying to subliminally implant things. They're trying to steal your time, steal your memories. Because then when you wake up from that, you're like in a stupor. You've lost like 20 minutes or half an hour or an hour. I had 6 raccoons on the porch tonight. They just tore it up. They ate all the cat food, tipped the bowls over. It's absolutely filthy, the water. We'll come back in. Come on. Yes, isolation is unfortunate, but it's the intended consequence of long term gang stalking, the goal being to cause psychological trauma and shut down neural pathways. Joe says, I tried an experiment of covering a phone in foil and then calling it, and it absolutely works. It blocked the signals. So, does tinfoil really have any efficiency? I don't know about that. I mean, a lot of people have said that when they put aluminum foil on their head, like it feels worse. Yeah, that's hi Nike Slim, welcome. Remember to hit the thumbs up, guys. Yes, they made society in general antisocial and antitrust. Exactly. Yeah, most of us have grown accustomed to being alone. I didn't mind being alone. But the difference is like when it's your choice to be alone and when they force you to be alone by denying like services or denying contact, being on the phone with somebody and then having the call disconnected. Yes, yeah, that's exactly right, STL. They want us in constant fight or flight with which activates adrenaline. Well, that's what they want to harvest all the energy. But we can't really talk about too much about that. Let's see. Are you getting feedback on the microphone? It's the creepy voice. Okay. So creepy voice is back. Yes, the constant stress generates cortisol. It damages the mind and body over a long time. And it's cumulative, and the stress is cumulative. And they know it. And that's another reason for the noise campaigns. They want to, spike a fear response Like they'll have engines in the background that sound like they're zooming or threatening or whatever. And it's like it's just pure stupidity. They sound like junior high school kids. Well, what happened just about 2 minutes ago is Zumi came in here and he walked over the laptop. I thought he was going to shut down the live stream because sometimes when he walks over the laptop to get to like where he's sitting now, he'll hit a key on the laptop, and he's a big cat. It's not like he's a little kitty. The blinking headlights and the color red are being used to activate a particular part of our brains. Oh, well, this blood moon, it's not just a regular moon. We have a lunar eclipse. Yeah, Zumi crossed over the laptop. He jumped over the laptop. He moved it a little bit. So we've got an eclipse. And eclipses always portend world events. And this particular eclipse, I was listening to a couple of astrologers. Yes, yes, it's a six planet alignment. Yes. Yeah, red is my least favorite color too. But eclipses, depending on the degree of the eclipse, that it triggers in the nativity of the person that has the same degree, or that the eclipse, like this eclipse is going to be in the sign of Virgo, that it's going to affect people under those signs and in the area of life in their chart that it's connected to. But on the world stage, it's already being activated by what happens in the Middle East. So the what's happening in the Middle East is just the beginning. Yeah, it's exactly the light bends around the earth, the red spectrum. Yes. But what happens is typically, historically, eclipses portend events. And depending on where the eclipse is and how it's touching other planets in the sky and other angles, like the geometry, this is not supposed to be a good one. It's going to trigger a lot of horror around the world. And one of the analysis I heard in the last day is that a world leader will fall. That it's going to trigger, and also because we're in Mercury retrograde at the same time. So with Mercury retrograde, things that rule Mercury are communications, technology, young people. It usually, affects the third house, Mercury in the third house, neighbors, where you live. But when it's in retrograde, everything comes up for review. You don't want to sign agreements. You don't want to make really major decisions without checking 50 times. Because you're going to miss something, you're going to misinterpret something. I think it's going to be a disaster. I think this war is going to be, and it's just started. It's going to be a disaster. We are going to go through so much money. It's going to be ridiculous, off the charts. And people were asking today in live, like, are they going to reenact the draft? What's going to happen when they send all of our resources there and they run out? You think that only the people that we're fighting are going to die? No. Our people are going to die too. Oh, really? I didn't hear the latest news, SDL. Yes, the draft, that's interesting. The draft equals a sacrifice. That's very interesting. You know what? That's an interesting interpretation. It's a depopulation plan. Oh, it's just horrible. I think we just need to mind our own damn business. And all of those resources that they're spending to fight other countries, they could go to making everybody's life so much easier here in the United States. All the money that they're spending there, nobody would be homeless here. Oh, I know. It would be terrifying to have your son drafted. But hey, we've got a lot of perpetrators around here that are of the age to be drafted. So bye bye, baby perps, if there's a draft enacted. Uh, I don't know. I haven't seen any videos of what's happening there. I didn't have time today to look. I listened to a couple of YouTubes. I was when I woke up, I wasn't even aware what had happened until I heard the news. Oh, so we're gonna have some light rain expecting here. I didn't know we were expecting rain. Oh, great. If I knew it was going to rain, I would have burned some of the bitchcraft. Let's see. The British were asking men over 50 to join the armed forces to fight in Ukraine. That's fascinating. Would you want men over the age of 50 fighting for the country? I mean, they're not in the best physical condition. Julie says, "No way I'm going to war while rich men play golf." Yes, the blood moon is on the 3rd. It's a lunar eclipse. And usually, depending on how long the eclipse is, and I haven't looked it up yet. Like, let's say the eclipse lasts for like 2 minutes or 3 minutes. That usually translates into like months, weeks, and months. So it's 12 Virgo 54. So it's almost at the 13th degree. You slipped into a stream today thinking you were hiding, but they were talking to you. Oh, that's so interesting. Yeah, they got to get rid of the over the 50-year-olds. because we know how freedom works, right? Good point. Countries considering pensioner recruitment for military support roles as the British Army faces a shortfall. Yeah, since is so into the robots and AI, let the robots and AI fight the war. Good point. Oh, right. That's yes. It's Purim, the third year in a row that the blood moon is on Purim. The armed forces will use Dad's army of older troops as they fail to recruit the youngsters. Like it kind of baffles the mind that they'll go to war with regular weapons, the traditional weapons and stuff, but they have so many directed energy weapons. Like I don't know if they're using those on the troops there. Why would young men be willing to fight for nations who turned against them? That's a good point. I would imagine that if we took a poll across the United States, nobody would be raising their hands. Hi, Ace of Cups, welcome. This is live chat too, because the first live we had to shut it down around 47 minutes because the voice disappeared. I mean, they might make it mandatory. We haven't had a draft in a long time. Hi, Jackie. Welcome. This is the second live stream that was started because the first live stream ended around 47 minutes because the sound disappeared. Oh, you're in upstate New York? It's got. You still have snow there? You do, yeah. I'm so glad we got rid of ours. Oh, you were born in Newburgh. Yes, they steal your time, they knock you out, you're discombobulated. And what it is when they knock you out, they steal your train of thought too. So that whatever it was that you were focusing on, they interfere and sabotage your flow. You know, when you get in the flow of something, they interfere with the flow. Yeah, they steal time, absolutely steal your time. Steal the time, waste time. And the technology is so disruptive. Like literally, where would they be without technology? The vandalism is so profound that it's not like a little fix. It's like a huge fix for everything they do. That's tedious, time consuming, and costly. Yes, it's almost midnight. Well, I'm so glad that you showed up, and thank you for your email. I didn't read your email yet. I'll read it after the live ends. I have to go check on my kitties, and it's supposed to rain now for the next hour or so. Yeah, you know what? Like, there's so many digital, what are they called? AI channels popping up. Let's see, they've made the furniture that you've had for decades run down. Yes, they do that. Anything that's your favorite. Good night, SDL. Have a good evening. Okay, JJ. Have a good night. We're going to be shutting down in about 5 or 6 minutes. Bye, Pamela. It's doggy time. I know. I'm going to have to go check on my cats and scoop kitty litter. Okay, yeah, send me those photos of your dog. I want to see what they did. Poughkeepsie? Oh, you moved to Pittsburgh from New York. So everybody that's leaving the chat, good night. Thank you for joining in and sharing your experiences. Yes, remember to give the thumbs up. Yes, yes. Before you leave, hit the thumbs up because we had to start the live chat for a second time because the sound disappeared. Pittsburgh is a hole above ground. Oh goodness. Pennsylvania is a huge state. I should visit Asia. I have never been to Asia. My daughter went to China actually on a school thing. Let's see, the stalkers have you so preoccupied with them. I posted quite a few videos this week. Like I was looking at my YouTube analytics, and YouTube, they keep track of everything, and they said that I haven't posted as many videos as I usually post in the same amount of time. Is my daughter Lorraine the third? Oh, no, not really. No, no, no. We're different. She went to China. I guess it was. I'm thinking 8 years ago. Yeah, it was 8 years ago. It was for part of her program, and she said it was so disgusting. Like in the restaurants, they like literally have dead animals hanging up, like just dead ducks, birds like hanging like right there. Let's see, some nice places in China, especially the ethnic Arab, Pakistani, Kazakh regions, the border of China remote. She had a good time there. They just kind of played it safe with the food because they didn't understand anything that was on the menu. And she said, like, oh, some of it just looked pretty scary. They ended up eating at McDonald's some of the times, which I think is even scarier. But yeah, animal rights activists need to ignore the markets. I could not see that stuff. Yeah, it's pretty yucky. Rat McDonald's burgers. I can't eat that stuff. No. Rat is popular in some regions there. No, that's quite all right. That's 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 all right. I don't eat meat. I'm a vegetarian, so no, rat doesn't work for me. A pigeon nuggets. Oh my goodness. Uh, you can't find your copper tape rolls. They have to be somewhere unless they were stolen. It's very possible the criminals stole them from you. Ugh. Don't ugh, pigeon nuggets, yucky. Yeah, they do eat a lot of vegetables and rice. I would love to try the fruits I've never seen before. There was actually an Asian market in New Jersey that had like really fascinating fruits and vegetables and frozen foods and stuff. Like I miss that. I miss being able to buy ethnic foods. Like variety is the spice of life. Oh, there's no variety here. Oh, I've tasted lychees. I don't know. I'm not crazy about lychees. They might be like an acquired taste. Yeah, they're very different. Oh, you're so lucky that nobody's ever stolen everything from you in the vans or the RV. No vandalism either. Have I ever tried rose apples? No, actually, Misfits was selling them, and I almost bought them. Maybe I still have time to add them to my order. Yeah, they were selling those rose apples. I don't know what they are, but I love the dragon fruit, but it's so expensive. It's like $6 for one fruit. I'm not going to spend $6 on one fruit. I'm sorry, but they are yummy. Oh, those little tiny bananas. Yeah, those are great. Have you ever tasted the fried plantains? They're so yummy. I've never tasted a mangosteen. I really like the dragon fruit. Oh, star fruit is yummy too. And they're so pretty when you cut them. I love fried plantains. The first time I had them was, I grew up in the Bronx, and a couple of my girlfriends were Puerto Rican, and like we cut out of school and we go to their house, and they always had plantains, and we fry up plantains. It was the first time I'd ever had them. I didn't even know what they were. Delish. Yes, those little short bananas, they're so delicious. They're so sweet. I don't even know what a mangosteen looks like. But the one thing about Thailand is when you see photos of their street markets, the fruits and vegetables look so beautiful. Yeah, those little bananas they're so delicious and sweet. And plus it's like just enough because sometimes like when you get a larger banana, I cut it in half rather than eat the whole thing. And it raises your blood sugar very quickly. So it's best like the larger bananas to like eat a quarter or half and then save the other half for later in the day. Yes, it's my bedtime. Well, it's not really my bedtime, but I have to go feed my kitties, look after them, and scoop some litter. But thank you all for joining in the chat and for rejoining the chat after the sound disappeared. And thank you, Joe, for moderating and for your words of wisdom. Now that we're talking about all this fruit, it's like now I want some. All right, well, have a good night, everybody. And let's see. Yes, sleep well, everybody. We could dream about exotic fruits. All right, have a good night, everyone.